Hello, this is Vicki LeBeau with Modern Jewelry Creators. There's a little wave. I am excited to have a new video for you, sharing new products and some new kits and some new jewelry. And it's been a while. And I apologize, it's a hands-only, video again. Just been dealing with, honestly, a little stress rash on my face. I haven't been able to heal in a couple months. And so if that's not a little TMI, it's just the truth. It's just what's going on. But it's not going to stop us from making some gorgeous jewelry and looking at some new palettes. So I'm very excited to reintroduce one of my very favorite palettes that I have had before, but I always love updating them, and I haven't had it out for at least 5 years though, possibly more. And I'm also excited to introduce some of the add-on kits and some new kits as well. And so let's just go through it. This is my Southwest Sunset Precious Palette mix. And I need some new lights is what I need. But she's just always been one of my favorites because it just screams of summer, right? But it has all those beautiful, just deep natural gemstones, right? Red coral, blue and green turquoise, amber, citrine, carnelian, fire opal, jade, aventurine, tiger's eye, red aventurine, what else? White coral, peridot, tons of peridot, topaz, rutilated, quartz, horn, just so many. And what's great about this particular palette is just how many gemstones are in it. So where normally when I make the jars of the palettes, normally kind of rule of thumb for me is that it's at least 50% gemstones and pearls, and then the rest is normally filled with beautiful coordinating crystals in Swarovski or Czech fire polished Chinese. But in this case, because I have so many of this gemstones that work in here, this is closer to 70% when I counted them out. And the great thing about this palette is, of course, I've had it forever. And so when I'm digging through it, there's so many great gemstones and things in there that I haven't seen it forever. Just gorgeous pieces. I have a tweezer here. We don't need to go through all of them, but like this is not a crystal, right? That's just insanely beautiful citrine, clear. Look at this gorgeous citrine, right? Peridot, look at her, so pretty. There's fire opal, lovely carnelian. There's natural coral in here too, right there. That's a beautiful mango, agate, whatever. We can't go through all of it, but there's just tons of gorgeous gems. I mean, right, look at how much is in here. Oh, yeah, that's a fire opal. So pretty. So there's just tons. And then, of course, the gorgeous freshwater pearls that go with her. And now they're coming in these little 3-inch glass jars. There is a 30-gram total weight. I can't give a number because we do it by weight because all the beads are different shapes and sizes, but it's close to like 250 in beads. And again, in this particular palette, it's a very high percentage of gemstones and freshwater pearls. And I'm so excited to share the different designs and things we can do with her. Oh, but first, let's talk about her matching crystal collection palette, which I've never offered before, right? Because this is a fairly new thing I do with my palettes. So this is a mix in all the same colors, but in only crystals, right? In just a mix of Swarovski and Czech fire polish and Chinese in bicones, rounds, rondelles, cubes, the whole shebang, anywhere between 2 and like 5 millimeter in just beautiful complementary colors. Right, the beautiful red corals and blue and green turquoises and ivories and browns and deep oranges and really light buttery yellows, just the perfect mwah, that make it work, right? This palette kind of thrives from the citrine and peridot and carnelian, right? Because if you didn't put those beautiful warm stones in there, it would be the 4th of July, right? It'd be red, blue, and white, or red, white, and blue, obviously. You know, so it's the other gemstones that kind of elevate the entire thing and just make it just a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So they're both available. There's the Precious palette, and then the crystal only palette. If you want to do the crystals only, there's 300 plus of the crystals. This one's 35, these are 24, it's around there. What I love about like adding on the crystal accent to this is you get more mileage out of it, right? There are some crystals in here, but by adding just another the little thing of crystals to it, you get so much more mileage out of the piece. Though you can choose to add on a mini. So you can do the Precious palette, and then you can add on a little mini of crystals, which is basically half the size, for like $10, $12, something like that. So that is a great deal. The other thing that I've had lately are some of my favorite designs with the palettes. I've been having them available as an add-on kit, where you just purchase I call it the stringing kit. So instead of the beads, you'll just get all the materials to make the kit when you purchase the palette. So it's just options for you. So what I mean by that is, let me scoot some of this out of the way a little bit. Right, so this is generally this is our professional finish necklace and wrap bracelet, right? That's finished with French wire and crimp tubes, crimp covers, and with pretty little dangles, and it's 33 inches. So you can wear it as a single strand and kind of layer it with chains, or you can wear it as a beautiful wrap bracelet. I have on one of the pink ones, and you can do the findings in silver or gold. This uses, I make a sample normally out of each new palette like this because it allows you to see the color story, but it also gives you an idea of volume, right? This is normally an entire jar that I use here. So it just turned out really, really beautiful. So that's one of them. And so as the add-on kits, it's the stringing only. So there's no beads, right? It's when you buy the palette, you can add on this kit for only $15 that would have all the beadalon and the crimp tubes, the cover, your choice of clasp, and all the instructions, of course, as well. And some of these have videos with them as well. And another one that's fairly new is our other little multi-strand bracelet that you could add on. And I have 3 here. This is another one I did in the last palette we had. I have 3 strands, but the kit, you can make up to 5 if you want to. And I did this one in silver. And it's the same crystal collection kit that makes both of these. So in general, right, when I make a precious palette, for the most part, it will already lean warm or cool. So maybe a little more gold or silver. But with this one, what I found, it was more about, it could go either way, whichever way you want it. So in general, I do find this to be more of a warm toned palette, right? That looks, kind of something like this. However, what I did is just picked out all the cool tones, right? That's from the same palette. So I picked out all the cool tones, and that's how I made this one in silver. So all the tones are in there. All the beads you need are in there to go either way. That was my long way of saying that. But that multi-strand stringing kit is available as well. And then for the precious palettes, you can add on one of our hidden gems bracelets, and this is in a different palette. I just can't make a new sample in every new palette. It's kind of a waste, especially when I have a very limited quantity of palettes to begin with. I don't want to waste, you know, them on all the samples, but this is close. But our hidden gems, right, is on silk. I would probably do this on the turquoise silk, and available in silver. You could add on the stringing kit for this. That would then come with the silk, the spacer beads, the cones, and all the instructions in the clasp for $15. And then the last add-on for Precious Palettes is our floating convertible necklace, floating gems necklace, which is her, which is so, so pretty. And this is, again, from a different palette. And I was going to make a sample. I started to. Here's what I pulled. I was going to do the olive silk, but there's also brown. You could choose from either color, because the silk is visible, right? So the color is going to be important. I like the olive. It's a really deep olive color that I think is really warm, or the brown's a little cooler tone, actually. Either one would be just beautiful. And this is, the clasp goes in front, right? It's doubled like this, or you can wear it as a single strand, where this is the pendant, right, in front, right? Isn't that cool? So you can wear it as a long piece with this as the pendant in front. And when I do this, I normally will layer it with like another chain or something. So it can be worn as that single strand, or you can bring it around to double it as a doubled strand. This is a little shorter. That's about 18 or 20 inches in the front. Or you can absolutely wear it as a wrap bracelet. Look how pretty. So you can wear her 3 ways, and it's just stunning. Just gorgeous. So you can add on this floating gems stringing kit when you order Precious Palette for only $15. So I just think this is a fun way of allowing people to do these kits and these designs without having to purchase like the entire thing. Then on top of that, I do have other kits that do include the beads. And so our dancing gems is one I've had before. Then I'm excited to bring a few of these back. I don't have a ton available, but I think there's like 2 or 3. But, right, she's just gorgeous. And it's, you know, basically a charm bracelet, I guess. But it is the same palette, but I select the beads specifically for this kit. So when you purchase this kit, I, you know, pick out all the beads to make sure they're going to fit on the 24 gauge, you know, head pins, and which are gold filled. So these are gold filled head pins. It's an assortment of different gauges, and then the right beads. And of course it comes with the statement clasp and the complete instructions that show the pattern to how we get this beautiful full look. We don't just throw them on there. There's a pattern to put them on so they come out looking balanced and just beautiful. And it includes all the, you know, spacers. I think she's $65. And that's because she's full of gemstones and, like I said, gold filled head pins and spacers, and it's just a beauty. I think this has a video too. I love her. It's a very, very pretty piece. It's actually a really pretty piece to wear if you make it into a necklace too. You put this in front or make it longer. So gorgeous. Right, because all these colors just work together. So while it may look like multicolored, they're all so warm and yummy. That's why I love them for like a summertime color story. And then I haven't had this kit available in a long time. So this one I did make a new one. And this is our Gemstone float, chain float. And it's 4 feet of beading chain. And it's assortment of larger gemstones between 8 and 10 millimeter. And you can, same thing, you can wear it long. You can wear it doubled with the statement clasp on the like side or the front. Or, of course, you can wrap it up as a multi bracelet. But what I thought was cool about this, if you didn't want to do the wrap thing, you could cut it, because 4 feet is a lot of chain, right? So I cut this here and did the crimps here, and you could cut it and then do both ends into the clasp, and so it always stayed a double strand like this, so you wouldn't have to wrap it and deal with that. You could purposely make it a double strand. So there's just a lot of really cool options to do with her. At 48 inches, you could make one single strand on a bracelet or something. But this one includes the beads because I have to make sure the beads fit on the chain. These are gemstones and freshwater pearls. And so for the majority of gemstones and freshwater pearls do not have a large enough hole to fit on chain. So I think, again, I only have a handful of these kits available, and this one is 42, and you can do her in silver or gold. It's really pretty in silver as well. And then the last kit I'm going to share is brand new. So I'll grab way over here, get her off here. And it's just a really simple, I call her Sweet and Shimmer. Let me get a little board. That I was going to do a version with our like shimmering chains, but so I did the silk combined with one of my favorite like bar chains and leather cord. And she's 24 inches. This one's a little bit shorter, but the kit can go up to 28 inches with the extension on there. But you can do the little pendant on there. I did it as a cluster, or you could not do it at all. But I just think she is a darling, just a great, lightweight, lovely necklace to do for summertime. I just think she's so, so cute. So this is available and comes with all the beads and everything, complete kit. So again, so I can pick out the right beads for her. And I think this one's 34, something like that. So I will leave, of course, links below to this entire collection. There's just so many different cool designs you can do with these palettes. I just love them. And like I said, this is a palette I haven't had in many years now. Oh, I made a little earring. Like, this is not a kit. I just was playing with the smaller beads. I have lots of lovely, small, gorgeous, high quality citrine and peridot and pearls in there. And so I kind of dug them out to do this really cute little wire earring that I thought was really sweet. And it looks like a lot of work, and I guess it is, but it's not as much as it looks like, right? There's only 4 beads per row, and so it doesn't take that long. Or this could be a cute tassel for a necklace if you don't want to do as an earring, but I just think it's darling. You could also just do as a little wire wrap, necklace. This is a different palette, but by just wire wrapping the beads together, you'd have a gorgeous look, and tons of mileage doing it that way. So there's so many options with these palettes. I just love them. And like I said, I love including our designs and design ideas and kits available with them. What a mess I have here now. Thank you for joining me. I just wanted to share this via video. I'm going to send a newsletter out to our members about all this, and that way it's easier for everyone to see the options and what's available. And with the video on YouTube, depending on when you're watching this, this may or may not be available. All of our kits are always limited availability, and then they're gone and waiting for me to do the next one. So but definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not already for more jewelry making content. Check out our website and how to become a Bead Club member so that you get the free option, or the first option, to purchase any of the kits and do of our special events and sales and blah, 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 blah. If you just love making modern jewelry with these gorgeous gemstones and pearls and crystals and everything else, we would love to have you be a part of the community. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Until then, sparkle brightly like the star that you are. Peace.